everybody. It's your girl, BondyBlue, bitch. Share my video. You heard me? I'm back. I'm in here. Okay, we had a long-ass live yesterday talking about the Diddy documentary. I hope y'all enjoyed that live. Make sure you check it out. Share it with your people, all of the things. Okay? But we're about to get into some other shit. All right? It was so much other stuff going on, child. I felt like I couldn't even get to it all. I'm so happy to see y'all. Okay? Thank everybody for supporting the merch. People that have been purchasing tickets to my show. Okay? Y'all will get the address the day before. I promise you're on a list. I'm not going to leave you out here like that. Girl, I want you to be there. I promise. I do not want to do this stand up to an empty room. So I promise I'm gonna get y'all gonna get there. It's gonna be cool. Don't trip. Okay. Thank y'all for supporting the merch. Okay. Linnea will be there at the show selling merch, having t-shirts, having artwork. Okay. So if you do, want to get something and you want to be able to like get it in hand and you come into the show, I will have a small number of copies of things, not a lot, you know what I mean? But we'll have t-shirts, sweatshirts, coloring book, okay? And Linnea will be there with her beautiful artwork. Thank you so much. Okay, the collab is great, and I appreciate y'all for going to this QR code here and supporting her and supporting me. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, girl. Okay. Now, I want to start with just some cleanup, all right, on Tamar and Funky Dineva. Because we talked about when he responded the first time, right? We already talked about him confirming that she was messing around with Mendices, okay? She went upstairs with Mendices. She was hooking up group dates so that she could be with Mendices, okay? And the tea was coming out. The tea was trickling out, okay? Smaller blogs. And then eventually the big blogs are going to get it, girl. And then we were all going to be talking about it. And you know what she did? Oh my God, I slipped and fell and stole my teeth missing. And then she went out the next night looking like nothing had happened to her. Y'all, she lied about slipping and falling in the stove and waking up in blood and losing teeth. She lied about that, y'all. She lied because that was the distraction from, oh no, this story about to come out. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you see a roach. Oh shit. Like that's what it felt like her response was. Lie about something, bitch. Say something happened to you. Oh my God. Okay. But we're about to get into her clips from the Morning Hustle show starring L'Oreal. Okay, let me tell you something. L'Oreal lives rent-free in my head. From her Love and Hip Hop days. L'Oreal. Okay. Lifelong fan, L'Oreal. Lifelong fan, girl. Because L'Oreal used to want to be a rapper and then got into, this type of work. But she still be, I don't know, like still be giving pick me. Okay. The girls that are comfortable being around niggas like Mano, you gotta, question what be going on with them. But yeah, let's go ahead to get into Tamar talking to L'Oreal. I have a few clips I want to go through. I have not watched them, but I saw that we were clipping shit from the Jasmine brand, and I wanted to see, like more of what was being said without having to actually go to the full thing. I was all right, I have time for that. Okay, I gotta go watch. There's Monique's. Like everybody got these full form podcasts, and I really just need to focus on the clips because I don't have time for this. Okay, now. If I go and watch it later on and I find that the entire interview is good or I want to talk about some shit that I heard, then I'll bring it up.
Are you aware of what really happened to you?
No, I'm not.
Or can you talk about what
I can talk
happened?
about it, but I'm not aware of what really happened to me.
Yeah.
All I know is that I went to a friend's birthday party. I gave a friend a birthday party.
Shade.
Hello.
You thought was your friend.
Well,
Hello.
we
What you
touch
mean
on
thought
that.
was my friend? That's another thing I need for y'all to understand. Tamar doesn't have any friends. Tamar has accessories. Tamar has people that she attaches herself to that are maybe sometimes fans of hers. And then she has like a weird, oh, baby, I'm going to let her get through this. But shout out to my girl, Ashley Shy Miller, okay? The original clique of us here on YouTube. Kevin and Mikhail, Roxanne, Ashley, Sweet Addictions TV, Scotty by Nature, okay, Miss PTV, I, Nina, much love from KY from Kentucky. Shout out to Nina. Like it was a group of us, okay? Even um Justin at the beginning, right? Right, all right. Like facing my head, okay? But it's a lot of us that were like a part of this original clique on YouTube that started out around the same time, and we all supported each other, and we did an event called the Blackout in 2015. And they had another one after that, but that was the year I was getting married, so I couldn't handle all of that at one time. Like I was saving up my money for my wedding, so I couldn't do that. But then, they didn't do it again, which is so sad, and I really feel like we need to do that again. Um I didn't realize what was going on, right? Cuz like y'all, Justin J, yes. I fuck with people, right? But I'm also a very like to myself person. I do my job and I go home. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't be knowing a lot of the times the shit that be going on because I know I do this for a living, but I keep telling y'all it's like from a sociological standpoint because I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not about to, like, I want y'all to, like, in real life, I'm a Gemini. I like to know things, but not from the standpoint of I just like knowing everybody's business because I'm messy. I know you may think that, but in real life, no, I'm really not. If you don't give me the information, if I don't see it, I'm not about to go digging for it. I just don't care that much. And so, not knowing all of the things that was going on with Tamar and the other YouTubers that I fuck with is wild to me, right? Cause I fuck with Ashley. Like Ashley is my girl. Ashley Shy Miller is the person that got me my first 1,000 followers on YouTube in 2011. I was watching her and she saw me and she told her followers about me. And I gained like 1,000 followers overnight. And ever since then, like we, have all helped each other. She lost her first channel. I had her, shit in my bio. Like we just always helped each other. I lost my shit. She told people to go, hey, Bonnie lost her channel. We all support each other. It's a community. We like each other. Y'all, I had no idea that she had Tamar had ingratiated herself with Ashley. And Ashley didn't give full details, but I'm going to play Ashley's TikTok video about this shit so we can see Tamar does not have any friends. I'm not going to call Tamar a narcissist because I don't have the credentials yet to do so, but it's something like that, bitch. It's absolutely something like that. She's not an honest person. She's not. And she uses friends. She needs them to be people that she can have some type of power over. Also, the way I'm hearing like this very obsessive energy, like, and you got to pay attention to people that do this to you, right? So they reach out to you and they want to be cool. They want to be friends or whatever. And because y'all may be aware of each other in a parasocial type of way, you will automatically have a level of trust because of who they are, right? Then they start applying pressure to you with the frequency of which they want to talk to you or they want to be around you, which makes you feel like they really fucking with you. But really what they doing is like kind of like love bombing you, but in a friend way. And it makes you think that y'all are closer than y'all really are. So you're being honest. They're being manipulative. And eventually when you do something that upsets them or you say something that they don't like, eventually you will find out about how they felt about you the entire time they were pretending to really fuck with you and all of that. I've experienced this in my life, which is why I know what I'm talking about. And when Ashley started to explain it, I was just like, oh, bitch. So I'm going to let this play, this first clip, and then I'm going to pull up Ashley's video.
I came home like I would normally do. Well, you kind of know the spiel. I come home, I'll take a shower, I'll wash my face, I'll come back in the kitchen. We'll have, have more cocktails.
I know how it goes.
Or have some food.
Yeah.
And congregate until everybody leaves. And the last person left. And one of my friends was just a little too intoxicated to drive, which is fine. My third bedroom is very iconic.
Mm-hmm. You always like.
I still feel like when this story that she's telling is something that she's crafted. Because once again, how is your third bedroom legendary? How long have you even been in that place? Didn't you just move in that place? See, normally people are not going to piece together shit like that. They're not going to think about the fact that recently I saw a story of her moving out her damn mama house and finally getting her own place, like within the past few months. And now your extra bedroom is fucking legendary. Like, this is how you could tell people just be lying.
Yo, L, you ain't got a job. You can stay right here.
Yeah, it's very iconic. So, actually, me and Brian was texting each other while I was watching Real Housewives of Orange County, and I fell asleep. And when I woke up to my friend shaking me like, Tay, are you okay? Are you okay? What's going on? I'm calling the ambulance. I was like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
And then when I came to, it was like teeth and blood all over the place.
And you just don't remember anything.
I do not.
I do not. Scary.
I do not.
So did you look at the friend like, hey, did you do something to me?
No, that person wasn't capable. That person was.
We saw all of this, so I'm not about to let this finish play. But it's something about the way she speaks that I feel like I can see the effort to appear sincere. That's what I can see. I can see the effort to appear sincere. This is what Ashley said.
My experience, it started off cool. I actually thought
Hold up, let's go to the original. Because I may not play the whole thing because it's like 10 minutes long. But I do want y'all to hear some of it. Hold up.
My experience, it started off cool. I actually thought that I was about to have a genuine friendship with her. That's what my goal was. I didn't want anything from her, and I don't know if at that time she was used to people like trying to use her for stuff or whatever, but I just really wasn't one of those ones, and I've never been one of those ones, right? This was back in the day when Braxton Family Values first came on, the original series, and I used to do the reviews for the show from day one. We posted the videos, the actual episodes on the show, so that people can get to watch it, because WeTV wasn't getting around to everybody, and so people all over was watching my videos and all that stuff, and probably other people who was posting the episodes and everything. And I used to be, if you watch my YouTube and I give reviews, I give my honest opinion. I don't care if I like you or not, right? And I did have some things to say about Tamar, like she's annoying. But at the same time, I felt like, whoa, so you gonna reach out to me and you seen the things that I said. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, so this is the type of person that can, understand that we just giving our opinion and there's nothing too deep about it, and you can take that, and you still okay with that? Okay, cool. That's how you draw me in or whatever. So I'm like,
when she said this, it literally made me think about the way a narcissistic personality wants to break you down. So if you say something they don't like, they actually try to form the friendship with you so that they can snake you later, right? They want to create this false sense of security and then snatch that shit away. I feel like that's what she's talking about. And I also feel like it's not even necessarily something that's always premeditated, but almost like something that they naturally do as a way of responding to the criticism or just period. Like being a narcissistic personality, y'all. Again, I can't say this for sure, not a doctor, but the way these personalities show up in real life on social media, I'm speaking to it in that sense. I want to be very clear.
Anybody that can, take criticism, I'm good with them. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't coming from a bad place. It's just
a manipulation.
She could be annoying. Okay, that type of shit. And I thought she was okay with people calling out on her mess, and she'll be cool with it. But come to find out, that's just not what it is. She'll rope you in that way, make you seem comfortable, and like she got your back and all that stuff. And truth be told, she really don't. She really don't. It's all for a purpose. It's all for a purpose. But then it was weird because, like I said, she reached out to me. We had a little back and forth. We used to tweet on Twitter all the time, back and forth. And then that's how people noticed that we was cool, because she always responded to my tweets, regardless of what it was. Then, she sent me her number and all this stuff, whatever, cool. And it got to a point that any and every time that something was done, and, given that I talk about pop culture and all this stuff, I would have to speak on things. I already told her, listen, just because we cool don't mean that, okay? I got to be real, ain't no sugarcoating or whatever. And it's like every time something was done in the media or she was been there, whether it was a bad thing, she had to text me, call me up and tell me, oh, this is this and this is that, to try to I guess it was to persuade me that, oh, this ain't what it is, but I can see what it is, okay? Then it was with the K Michelle situation. Yeah. She was texting me all the time about that, okay? All the time about that. And I know how she felt, but at the same time I had to tell her, you gotta stop engaging with her. You gotta stop engaging with her, because bitch, you the one that started this shit, because you can't handle it. She ain't like that. At a point, she didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point, it really felt like she truly valued what I had to say. Like, she didn't want to disappoint me, in a sense. That's how it was. And it was weird. It was weird at one point. And then Some other people came to the picture, and then shit all of a sudden flipped. And it flipped out of nowhere. And to this day, I'm so fucking confused at it, right? And if anybody who'd been around at that time, you knew how much I went up for her. I tried to, you know, promote her stuff for the most part. And this was back in the day when you actually had the fans promoting your shit, you know, giveaways and all that stuff. We used to do all of that, little team. Okay, cool. Did I get anything out of it? Absolutely not, because I didn't want anything. When she had concerts and stuff like that, I would go. She would want me to go. I would go. And before I even got approached or she even hit me up about it, I had already brought my tickets. You know what I'm saying? She had some merch or some shit or whatever. I had already spent my money on it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't befriend people. I don't get cool with people just so that I can get handouts, just so I can get freebies and all that shit. If I'm cool with you, I support you, I'm going to support you. I'm going to pay the product, pay for your product, pay for your whatever it is.
Your
I don't need you to
tickets.
give me no free shit. Okay, now you want to let me come backstage for free? Cool. But when it comes to actually like buying a ticket, I'm gonna buy a fucking ticket. I'm gonna buy the actual item. You don't have to give me no free stuff, okay? Because that's not what I'm there for. I don't ever want anybody to feel like I'm trying to move off them, or I'm only there for them because of who they are and what I feel like I can get out of them. Because if that's the case, I would have said, oh, go ahead and share this link to my own YouTube and all this stuff. Never told her to do that because she never did. And I didn't care that she did because that wasn't the point. That wasn't the point. I wanted.
Yeah, I'm much the same way. Like, I feel like that's the reason why we've like kind of all been cool for so long, because we handle this a certain way, right? Super chat. Thank you, Lakeisha Brown. She said, Bondi, it's my 30th birthday today. I love you so much. You have been keeping me going while I'm unemployed and thriving with inspiration from you. Oh, happy birthday, love. Happy birthday. Happy 30th birthday. I hope you have a beautiful birthday, and I hope I make it just a tinge bit better. Okay? So happy birthday, boo. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Let's continue.
Absolutely nothing from that lady but a genuine friendship. And then this is back in the day when I'm getting my YouTube started, and you got to understand, this is a new concept of celebrities or semi-celebrities.
Them reaching out, them like people from reality shows reaching out to us, like it was a lot. Like, I've had friendships with people, associations with people throughout the years. Selena Johnson and the whole fucking Black Ink crew, and different people from Love and Hip Hop shows and shit. Y'all know Bam is my girl. You know what I mean? Like Monique Samuels, like people that actually reach out to me because of my commentary. And because honestly, a lot of times I'll say shit that I'm picking up on, and they'll be like, you're right about this. Okay? From a DM or something. That's how I got cool with Bam. That's how I got cool with Monique. Like, it's a few people that have reached out to me because they heard what I said and was like, yeah, you got it. That's how me and Tasha got cool. Okay? So yeah, like, you have to be careful though. And this is why I say what I said when the whole shit went down with Melody Cherie a couple of months ago. And it's issues with the YouTubers and the content creators again. And I said, I think it's best for them to keep a certain level of space between themselves as reality stars and from the content creators. Everybody needs to have discernment, but there needs to be some type of separation, because I just feel like we can't trust each other. You are like, me personally, I feel like I cannot trust that you like me. And now that I'm getting older, realizing how people move, it's like, yeah, you coming off nice to me is not going to convince me that you mean me well and you're just taking this shit on the chin. Like, it's not, that's not going to work on me. So a lot of the times now it's like, I'm cool with people. I'm always like, mutually like respectful, that type of shit. But there's no romanticization about this shit. You can't trust people. Period. Okay?
Celebrities that want to rise actually reaching out to us like that. And so this is like the first time that that's ever happened. So of course you like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I treat people just like human beings, the way that I want to be treated, like normal people. I don't kiss ass. And that's what it is. She wanted people to kiss ass. And then when that whole K. Michelle situation came about, she used to text me all the time about that in her feelings. It's like she valued it's like she didn't want me to have a negative opinion about her. And then when she realized that she couldn't control that, that's when she said, fuck you, bitch, basically.
Yes.
Because we used to tell her all the time, bitch, you need to stop engaging with this K. Michelle shit because you're the one that started it. And you cannot handle it. You started it and you can't handle it. And she comes off like she wants people to tell her what she do wrong. Call her out on her stuff. And that's cool. But she don't. She wants you to follow everything that she wants you to follow everything that she does. Whatever it is, you just got to be a yes man. And I'm not a yes man, yes woman, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a kiss asser. And that's why I basically got kicked out, okay? That's why I got kicked out, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, oh, okay. And I'm going to tell you, that's just the surface. Some other shit went down that's, it's private. I'm not going to put all of that out there, but I can just put that out there. That's just the gist, okay? Because it goes a little bit deeper. And it got to the point, that whole situation, I will say this. That situation hurt me so bad, it fucked up the way that I look at people. It messed up the way that I deal with people in general. I don't like to, because it was a whole lot that went down with that whole situation because other people was involved. I basically got played like a motherfucker. I got played and used like a motherfucker. And that shit hurted me so goddamn bad. And it affected the way that I, to this day, that's how fucked up it was. Till this day, I have a hard time befriending people. I have a hard time trusting people because I don't know what the fuck is going on and what your motive is. Like, do you genuinely want to be cool with me, or do you want something out of me? And bitch, what the fuck can I give you? You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's crazy. But then what was also crazy, and I thought that the bitch was changing, because like around the time when after Kobe died, we kind of reconnected or whatever. And see, this is my bad on my part because I'm the type of person, I want to give people second chances. And every time I give a person a second chance, it blows up in my face. I recently got into a situation like that too. And again, it did that. And so no more second chances like that. And I really thought that shit was going to be cool. We somewhat talked it out, but not really. And when I look back at it, she didn't even take accountability or didn't even tell me why she did what she did. She just kind of glossed over it. And again, maybe because I was like, oh, okay, we back talking, I kind of let that slide. But then when that whole situation, mind you, this was around the time when she was with the Nigerian guy. This was around the time when she had her Tim. And that's when things kind of like started off a little bit again. And then she got into it with Candy. And I called that out and said, no, girl, some things are not, I wasn't on her side with that. I just felt like she was exaggerating shit. And next thing you know, she blocked me. And that was one of the things throughout our little situation. I can't tell you on how many, I can't count on both my fingers, or I should say both my hands, how many times she blocked me and unblocked me just because I said I didn't agree with her. It was that type of shit. That's manipulative as fuck, okay? That's manipulative as fuck. I never forget when she blocked me when Kevin and Mikhail and her got into it, the Scorpion show, over the Kevin show interview. And I was like, yo, why you blocked me? Oh, it's because you retweeted Kevin and Mikhail. I just don't want to see that on my timeline and all that stuff and woo, woo, woo. I was like, what? Bitch, I should have known then, okay? It's childish-ass behavior for a grown-ass woman that's 10 years older than me. Childish as fuck. And I'm more mature than you. Oh, I can go into so much more, but I'm not because it's private and that shit is deeper. But yeah, that's the surface.
Child, I might have to text her. Because I want to know. I want to know what else happened. I ain't going to tell y'all, but I want to know what else happened. Shit. But yes, okay, so let's get back into her interview, right? She's so manipulative. I feel like I'm starting to pay attention to like her tellers. See, did she say anything else?
I am definitely not the only.
All right. Switch over. Instagram.
Person in the world with a heartbreak,
Yeah.
and especially with a heartbreak retrograde. And I think that when you've had a heartbreak that lasts a long time, you kind of think that something's wrong with you or you're alone. And I just wanted the people to know that this is a real situation that happens to real people every day.
Yeah.
And so that's what that was about.
And we knew it was going to be big when the trailer dropped, okay? The
You
trailer
did?
dropped, and there was a lot of controversy.
We knew it was going to be
around
big because you were in it. Is that what happened?
I'm in it. I didn't
Yes,
even
you're in it.
realize. Oh my God. Yes, I too am in it. And there were some other surprises and other people that were in it that started causing some questions.
I'm sorry, was that a joke? Was that a joke that you didn't know you were going to be in it? What the fuck is happening? Because I'm starting to feel like, was she actually shooting the video, or was she like setting up these moments and having somebody record it with fucking meta glasses? What is going on?
So, of course, I want to ask you about it because people have been speculating things.
Okay.
So Mendices, he plays one of the main men. Also, Julian, who's in Beauty and Black. They both are your leading guys.
Yeah.
But for some reason, all anybody saw was you and Mendices. I'm in the film. Vince is in the film. Your mama in the film.
Yeah.
But all we saw were you and Mendices, or that according to the blogs, right?
Yeah.
So they started putting you two together.
See, why are you leading? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? The only reason everybody was paying attention to her and Mendices is because, first of all, they were the lead. Let's start there. But the second is that right before this comes out, there's a rumor that she's actually fucking with him. Stop playing in our face, L'Oreal.
Together. Do you and Mendices have like anything beyond this film? Or?
No, to be honest, I barely even know him.
Okay.
to be honest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not like, we're cool,
Yeah.
but he's not like my homie. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
It's not
right.
like that. And he just got casted in the film, and
How did he just get casted in the film? Did you like procure a talent agency? Because it seems like you know almost everybody. The only person I've never seen you with is the other guy that played in this. But we've seen him before. He was just on Beauty and the Black. So I was just like, why are you acting like, the way she framed it, the way she said it, like he got casted as if somebody else made the connection and she just showed up one day to rehearse and there he was. I don't believe that, bitch.
Here we are.
I think you actually did it to play in our faces. I think you, like I said in my original commentary, you saw Tiana Taylor, you saw Tiana Taylor and Aaron Pierre do it in her situation where it's a real relationship, and then you're gonna have it, displayed as if it's art, right? But everybody knew that Tiana's situation was based off of what she had just gone through because she presented it in that way. You decided you was gonna do it, but you were gonna play in everybody's face. You were already fucking with Mendici and gave him the role, is what I think. It's what I think. I don't know, but it's what I think.
Were you like a little hesitant? This is the one thing I will say, how I think people might could tie it in, maybe because you're using his name in the film. Did y'all ever think about using a different name?
We use Julian.
That's a different name, though. You get what I'm trying to say?
We use L'Oreal.
I know. But
saying.
Mendici just seems so standoutish.
Well, talk to his mama. She named him, not me.
Okay, well, also, so in the film, though, I was in.
She's basically asking her, why didn't you create more of a differentiation between yourself and him? Like, why didn't you create it as if it was a character and not you and him? That's what she's asking her.
There.
Yeah.
But me and you wasn't hugged up. So they saw the coziness, and some people said they ain't.
Oh, so you must have not been in the car. You must have not been on these dates, which makes sense because Tamar doesn't really like women. Let's be clear. Like, Tamar doesn't have any real girlfriends. Look around her. All she do is beef with other women. To me, L'Oreal, she invited you in the moments that you were there to see what she wanted you to see. Because Funky and that other guy were there, the one that they walked into the party with. I believe them two are there when y'all are going to the Four Seasons and all of this shit, right? So it's absolutely given. I wouldn't trust L'Oreal to not spill the tea. I would trust Funky to not spill the tea. And also, I would have him here so that it's almost like a temptation, right? I think she would invite Funky to something like this and do all of this shit in front of him, almost like, I'm going to have a messy-ass blogger here and see what he going to do. See if he going to post about it. See if he going to put it out there. Like, she invited him purposefully, I feel like, to create tension within Funky about whether he was going to talk about that shit or not. Because if he talks about it, then she could make him the bad person, right? And make herself a victim. That's fun. And if not, you've done all of this shit in front of him in a way that I feel like, he's going to be sitting on that. And you're going to just be waiting, trying to see if he's going to be the messy punk that everybody's calling him and if he's going to put it out. That's one of the reasons why I think she left him out there to dry and did not come out and say that he did nothing to her immediately. I think because all of it, oh my God, all of it is energy. All of it is attention. Oh my God, now they think that Funky did something to me? That's perfect. That's why she let that sit like that. The girl really does like attention in any form, and it is sad.
You never see him like that with Yandy.
Well, I've never met the lady. So.
Why are you referring to her as the lady? That is clear I'm fucking your man language.
I've never seen them like that either. Never talked to her, never met her.
Yeah, a strategically messy person. Yes.
And so it wasn't a situation where it was like, oh, I'm finna go after somebody.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't like that. It was like,
oh, I think she invited him so that she can force Mendici out of his marriage. Girl, that's good. That's good. I would think that's a good point, girl. That is a good point. I agree. Just using that man.
I met somebody and this person was perfect for the role.
Yeah.
And their experience was parallel to mine.
Hold up. Let me. Listen. I'm not trying to defend Funky because we cool and we know each other and shit. I'm saying this because this is just what it is. Funky is not clout chasing hanging out with Tamar. Funky is just as famous as Tamar on this side of the internet. And I just want to be clear. Funky is the type of person that has enough fame. He makes the blogs. He makes the blogs. He doesn't need Tamar to clout chase. I could tell you by his body language he didn't want to be there when they were in a club and she was dragging him. I could tell you he didn't want to be there. Funky likes to party low key. Funky like that old the bar where the Honda cars be and all of that. No, nigga really do like low key, chill type shit. He wants to get fucked up in peace. All of that extra shit, that's not even really his style like that. If you pay attention to how often his outings are like on a boat with just the people he fuck with, in a club that's down the street from his home that, him and his homeboy and a few, regular people that live in the neighborhood go to. He's not chasing clout like that. The man will have 10,000 people sitting in his YouTube lives. I promise you. I promise you. Nobody needs clout after that point. Like, some people are like that. Funky is not like that. All Funky has to do is get on his own channel and say something that pisses y'all off. He will go viral. And whenever you go viral for people hating you, you get more followers. It just, I don't know why, but that's just how it be happening, girl. But I just want to be clear, that's not accurate. I know that's what you might think. But no, that's not accurate.
And it worked out.
Yeah.
And we had a great time filming it.
He had 15,000 last night. Yeah. Tamar can't get that number of people in a YouTube live.
It was a very easy, fun shoot. And I don't know. Here we are, Heartbreak Retrograde. I am definitely not the only person in the world with a heartbreak, and especially with a heartbreak retrograde. And I think that when you've had a heartbreak that lasts a long time, you kind of think that, something's wrong with you or you're alone. And I just wanted the people to know that this is a real situation that happens to real people every day.
Yeah.
It's a real situation, y'all, that happens to real people every day. You heard that?
And so that's what that was about.
And we knew it was going to be big when the trailer dropped, okay? The
You
trailer
did?
dropped, and there was a lot of controversy.
We knew it was going to be big because you were in it. Is that what happened?
Heartbreak Retrograde is the album and the video matching it that she came out with. It's on YouTube, on her YouTube channel. There, I think it's a part 1 and a part 2. I talked about the part 1, but not the part 2.
I'm in it? I didn't
Yes,
even
you're in it.
realize. Oh, my God.
But yeah, okay. So now, let me see.
Morning Hustle Show. You know what it is, look.
Oh my God. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, because we're about to go to Funky. Because Funky, he said some more shit. Okay, he got on the next live after that and said some more shit. All right. Let's see.
It's going to take more than a...
Okay, right. Because what did Tamar do, y'all? Tamar sent this man a cease and desist from her little lawyer letterhead. Where do I want to go? Because it's so much. I'm looking at my clips to make sure that I'm gonna go in order of how things played out on social media. So the first thing that I see is this.
I would be somewhere clawing my mattress if I was supposed to be as big of a star as you are, and you down here playing around with common stuff. Toni Braxton would never. Janet Jackson would never.
And unfortunately, y'all, this is what Trina meant. Remember when Trina pushed the people apart, pushed Toni and Tamar apart? And she turns to Toni and says, "You're Toni Braxton." It's because Tamar is ignorant. You're not. Don't lower yourself to be ignorant like her. That's what that was. Ignorant equals common.
Yet somehow, here you are.
Oof, the hand movements, bitch. Pretty hands now, everything.
Just common.
Calm voice, calm voice.
Just an everyday, common bitch from Baltimore who happens to be able to know how to sing, who nobody believes, who everybody thinks is crazy, who everybody knows is either bipolar or has some type of personality disorder. Just common.
My God.
Just JJ's fish and chips. Common.
My
Just
Lord.
Harold's chicken. Common. Just a 2 cheeseburger meal and a high C orange.
Someone may
Common.
be wondering when we sing our song.
Your self-esteem and your self-worth has honestly got to be in the sewer for you to be this damn common.
What do we really mean? I sing because I sing.
Look at what you're enthralled in right now.
I sing because I'm free. Is eyes on?
Supposed to be mega superstar
Oh,
selling out stages.
that's the reason why.
You into it with just little old me, just sitting in my very common house with my common cameras, with my common commentary, with my extra regular common self. And you right here with me. Your mother's proud. Your father's very
Yes, I
proud.
sing because
I would be
my God on today. Oh, I love an accurate read. I love an accurate read. My God on today. I sing because.
I love your mama and daddy, but the biggest failure in life they ever had was your ass. Something about the way they raised you or didn't raise you got you fucked up. And on top of that, I'm going to take it a step further. You may not want to believe it, and your family may be in denial. There is something psychiatric with you. I tried to love you, bitch.
He tried. He tried to love her. And I feel like he did because y'all with these personalities, you do try. You know they be fucked up. And you be trying your damnness to love them. But just like in any cycle of abuse, they gonna fuck you up. Once again, they gonna take you to play with once again. And you feel like, oh wait, you thought I was playing with you. Tamar said, people like to trigger me, hoping for me to respond and crash out. That's the old me. I always feel the need to defend myself, but my lawyers will this time. And every time, instead. I'm tired, but I'm learning to take my Tamartian's advice, use my voice to talk less and sing more. That's it. That's all. God bless. Thank you to my amazing attorney and team who don't lose. Girl. James Walker, Esquire & Co. Now back to big business. Big business. Heartbreak Retrograde went #1 on my label. Is there anybody else on your label?
Since you want to be like this, let's be like this.
Let's be like
Part
this.
of the problem with this.
I ain't like. Okay, so that was a part. Here's more. Let's see. And Tamar said, and again, no tea, no shade. It didn't work. I'm not sure what she feels didn't work, but bitch, you are the one that constructed and manufactured and built the blocks of the scheme that you had to come to us with the bullshit. I know you didn't want me. I know you didn't want me to, but I had an amazing day. Oh my God, I'm so grateful. Girl, nobody gives a fuck about whether you having a good day or not. Can you stop lying on people? Like, oh my God, can you just stop lying? That would be great. That would be so great. If you could just stop lying on people, because you tend to lie. I'm passing through, you lied on Candy. You lied on Candy and Todd. You act like them people was trying to jump you down to the concert backstage, and they were not.
More than a little piece of statement on your lawyer's letterhead claiming rumors about an inappropriate relationship to scare me. It's going to take more than a little piece of... You don't even want to waste your time sending me nothing on your fax paper because the relationship was extremely inappropriate. And I knew that this is how you was going to play it. You don't even want to waste your time sending me nothing on your fax paper because the relationship was extremely inappropriate. And when we was at Four Seasons, you and him bent around that corner because them girls was out there that saw y'all, and that softly made the blogs. Them girls saw y'all, the fact that you was hiding behind.
And I remember this.
Behind that stairwell into that car came when we was at Four Seasons,
The Jasmine brand, what's going on, baby? Why are we doing these short clips like this? What is this?
Actual victim that you love being. You not finna paint this narrative that, oh, you just went out your way to do so much for this friend and this friend betrayed you. Baby girl, if anybody was perpetual victim that you love being, anybody was betrayed in this situation, it was me, who ended up being collateral damage in your antics, your reindeer games, and your bullshit. So I'm here to tell you and Mr. Walker, bring it on, bitch. Your self-esteem and your self-worth has honestly got to be in the sewer for you to be this damn common.
Yikey dikes. Shout out to the Ooh Ladies First panel. We will be discussing all of this shit tonight on my channel, 8:30 Central Time. I see what y'all saying in the comments. I'm going to just say this. Black women, not all, honestly, apparently, because I'm black, hi. But black women in general tend to be homophobic. Yes, girl. Yes, I know. They tend to really dislike gay people in general, but specifically gay men, right? And that's their business if they want to be homophobic. Tamar has a pattern of behavior. I think it's weird as fuck to look at this situation as it has played out with all of its previous history and just come to the conclusion that Tamar is telling the truth and Funky is lying. If that's the conclusion you have come to with this situation, you're full of shit. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Like, that could be your opinion, but I don't think you really think that. I just think that bitches be homophobic. You know what I'm saying? Black ladies, girl. I don't know. I guess y'all feel like that's one of y'all little last things that y'all can hold on to. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, I get to be, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, like, you gay. I'm better than you because I'm a woman. So I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gay. Ew, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm better than you. Now, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, I'm very well aware of how this hierarchical system works. And as a black woman, I'm always on the, I don't want to speak, you know what I mean? But you're not going to get it before other people. There are other people that's going to get it before you. Like, that's just, you know what I mean? Like men, I have in jobs and everything, men have consistently been able to come in behind me and get my promotions or get the promotion, whatever. You know what I mean? I've talked to y'all about that. So it's not even like I don't get it, but at the same time, where this is coming from is like a homophobic thing, because right is right, wrong is wrong, patterns are patterns. So to me, I just kind of feel like if you are hell bent on seeing Funky as the fucked up individual in this specific situation, we could talk about other things why, because everybody, oh, he said this, he said, listen, we are all content creators. Everybody says shit that we don't always agree with. However, this was a very specific situation where y'all were accusing somebody of physically doing something. And it's not even like, if you disagree with him, you're homophobic. That's not even, I don't even really want to say that because that can be framed differently. I'm talking about this very specific situation. If y'all think that Tamar is right and Funky is wrong, and that's where y'all at with it, that's coming from homophobia to me, whether you want to admit that to yourself or not. Because this is about Tamar's pattern of behavior. Like, Tamar has a pattern of behavior. And y'all are always talking about accountability. We're going to talk about Monique Samuels later. But it's funny to me, when y'all don't like somebody, y'all are always screaming about accountability. But then when it's somebody like Tamar, we got to argue with motherfuckers about the sky being blue. I don't know. I feel like the way people defend abusive people works on my nerves. And to me, Tamar doing what she has been doing is abusive. Y'all, child, whatever. Anybody in the comments that want to disagree with me about the homophobic comment, child, that's your cross to bear. I don't care.
I went into the room. I was talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're getting into Iman Shumpert. I thought I did this. Okay, we're getting into Iman Shumpert. We're moving on. I've had enough. Iman Shumpert, cops called over verbal dispute. Now, we talked about this a while back, but now the video is being released via TMZ. Now, this is a police body cam footage of when the police were called to Iman Shumpert's sex dungeon. He apparently was fitting to have a threesome, okay? And got into it with one of the girls, maybe over the other girl. I don't know.
I did not hit him. Never did I ever.
I never said you hit him.
Okay, so where's the aggressiveness coming from?
I never said aggressive doesn't mean you hit him.
So you said I was aggressive.
That doesn't mean you hit him, but you told me you wanted to the room.
Did you call the Roddy?
Because another girl she was in the room.
So at what point did there become aggression between me and him?
I'm going off the story you said. So you
Okay, so let's find other witnesses for the story. You said I was aggressive, so how?
I said what you told me. When we went into the room, you upset that he was in the room with the other girl.
No, I wasn't.
He removed you from the
No.
room?
See, you pick and chose what you felt to understand
Okay,
from the story.
repeat the story.
I said we were talking about another girl.
Okay.
Prior to this, it's a whole bunch of girls. It's another girl from this. She was on the phone. Not her.
Okay.
It was another girl. And she was on the phone and we were discussing the situation. So when I knocked on the door, and then he opened the door, and then we were discussing it. He got upset, obviously, because he wanted to continue the situation with this girl. So he got upset, not me.
Okay.
So the only other option would be to criminally trespass her from the location.
Why you gonna still do the same to all your They're doing the same thing. See you in court. And on Instagram in the morning.
Okay? I love a bitch running off with her luggage. I'll see you in court. Okay? Yeah, I was tickled when I first saw that. Like, there was a follower like it was a reality TV thing. Okay, so cops responded to a call of a verbal dispute at Iman Shumpert's home last week. So to me, from what I could understand, what it sounded like, okay, was that they were about to have a threesome with one girl. Another girl was supposed to come. They were on the phone talking. He got upset. And somehow the police gets called on the girl. I'm about to find this story from when I originally talked about it. Hold up. But definitely messy shit. Messy shit with threesomes, okay? Because y'all apparently don't know how to handle y'all threesomes. Okay? Okay. Let's read what they're saying. Iman Shumpert hasn't had the smoothest stretch over the last several months. Unfortunately, life punched him back again at the end of November. Per Complex and TMZ, police were called to the ex-NBA guard's home in Atlanta around 4:30 a.m. on the 26th. Even worse is that the person who called the authorities, a woman identified as Joanna Donjour, I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it, wanted to accuse him of hitting her. The police report states that they witnessed Iman putting a suitcase outside of his house when they arrived. Shumpert says he was doing this after Donjour was repeatedly asked to leave. In a statement to TMZ, the NBA journeyman explains his side of the story in more detail. He said, "Last week I had friends over and a visitor at my residence was politely asked to leave several times after I witnessed her damaging personal property. The police were called, invited inside, and they spoke with multiple people who saw what happened," he says. After assessing the situation, the police instructed her to leave repeatedly. She refused to vacate the property after being asked to leave multiple times. And only after the officers escorted her outside did she eventually depart. Shumpert adds, this matter was quickly closed that night by the police after they did their investigation. Okay? He was accused of dragging a woman by her wrist and ankle because he wanted her to leave his home. Let's see what else. While his retelling certainly sounds like it was much of nothing, Donjour's account is much different. According to her, she and Shumpert got into an argument about him talking to another woman while another female guest was there. After that, Donjour claims the 35-year-old got her out by dragging her by her wrist and foot toward the stairs. Oh my God. She also says that she did order a ride while waiting for the police so that she could press charges, presumably assault. However, per the police, they didn't identify any marks or bruises from the alleged attack, probably because she's black. In body cam footage required by TMZ, Donjour tells Iman, "See you in court and on Instagram in the morning." Moreover, she can be heard arguing with police about the night's events. We will see if this leads to anything else down the road. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all what it looks like to me. I definitely feel like he did something disrespectful, but I also feel like, why are you still there? Why are you still there? What did he have to ask you repeatedly, or were you waiting for your ride, or like were you just waiting for the police? Because, if you don't stay when you call the police, people are going to say, "Why didn't she stay when she called the police?" Y'all do that a lot. Y'all find, any reason to question the victim about why they handled whatever they. But I do believe that, they might have got into it and he was like, just leave on some disrespectful shit. You don't want to leave. You feel played. So now you want to argue and shit. And the nigga trying to get you out. So he grabs you by the wrist and by the foot, apparently, and tries to drag you out of his home. Which, honestly, I feel like he shouldn't have had to do. I would have called the police and waited outside. If I would have called the Uber and had the Uber, okay, I need y'all to just sit here until these police people come. But I do feel like a part of me feels like, why would you stay there? I do believe he did something like violent to her. I do believe there was some disrespect, but I also feel like, why do you still want to be there? Why are you fighting to stay there? Y'all have got to get y'all minds together. Like women, you have to get your minds together. Because first of all, why are you even there? How much evidence of a nigga being disrespectful do you need to see before you commit it to memory and just feel like, not gonna fuck around with Platts over there? Okay? Not only did you lose Tiana Taylor, but you look dehydrated. I don't need to be fucking around with that. That's what you should have told yourself. But here we are with you being disrespected and being upset about it and not wanting to leave his home. Now, she called the police on him. So I thought that was also interesting, like that she called the police, not him. Either way, I feel like the police officer was going to be on Iman's side because he's a man, and oftentimes police officers are on the man's side because a lot of times police officers are also abusers. And on top of that, y'all niggas love sports stars. Like the way men slurp dick of other men in this generation is really diabolical. I feel like, If y'all see a nigga that y'all are a fan of, oh my God, all of your decorum and you know, professionalism goes out the window unless it's a white guy with a black guy and he's racist. But a black guy seeing an NBA player, an ex-NBA player, oh my God, he's gonna be so nice. Probably won a bet when he was playing basketball or some shit. We'll see how it all plays out, but it definitely gives, if you have enough money, you can pay for things to go away. Okay. That's what it gives. Especially if it's in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I assume when people live in a neighborhood and they have money and all of that, they've had conversations with the police officers in the neighborhood. Like, that's what would be smart. Like, you got to go down to the police. You know what I'm saying? You got to go down there. You got to introduce yourself to people. You got to be like, hey, how y'all doing? I just moved into this house over here. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, bring the nigga some cookies or some shit. You know what I mean? But you got to, you know, especially when you a celebrity, I think it's, you know, you should know them niggas. You should know who's going to be popping up at your house. We don't want nobody to be confused about who the fuck I am. Okay? All right? Because we see how y'all did Ving Rhames that time. Y'all may not remember that, but somebody called the police on Ving Rhames when he was inside his own fucking house. Okay? But anyway, let's get into this Brian McKnight. Okay? Let's get into this bitch ass nigga. Like, it just, you know, you just keep finding out worse shit, right? He sued the mama. He's apparently gonna get millions of dollars from the mom. I don't know who the judge was. I don't know who the jury was. I don't know who the people were that said that this man should be able to get $8 million from that lady. But as we've continued to see, our criminal justice system does not protect women and children the way y'all think. Because y'all say this shit online all the time. Oh, judges side with the mother. And no. They just don't side with criminals. And a lot of you niggas are criminals. So y'all are confused on how this actually works because y'all are so used to being accosted by police for being criminals or looking like criminals. You don't understand that once you get to a certain level in your life, you have money, you have fame, right? The police don't respond to you in the same way. They don't.
One of the darkest and coldest and
I don't know why I was talking about the police in this situation, but Brian McKnight just works on my nerves, right?
most disheartening memories of my life is the day my brother calls me sobbing with all that he's going through, looking death in the eye, to tell me I'm right about telling him not to call my father. Because I knew what was going to happen. Because I knew where my dad was. I told him, Dad is gone. Dad's gone. All my brother wanted and needed, asked for, was my father to tell him that he loves him. And my brother responds to him, I can't arbitrarily, or my father responds to my brother that I can't arbitrarily say that I love you.
Right.
But this is the man that wanted to help him?
Yes, people heard the voicemail, but they have no idea that as a mom, standing in the room with my son on speaker, with his wife, and hearing how belittling his father talked to him. If the first comment out of his mouth was, I don't appreciate the way you're treating my new family, who gives a damn, man?
One of the darkest and
Brian McKnight is getting slammed again by his ex-wife, Julie McKnight, and their son, Brian McKnight Jr., 7 months after his son, Nico McKnight, passed away from stage 4 colon cancer. Brian Sr. has had a tumultuous relationship with eldest 4 children, Brian Jr. and Nico with Julie, Brian McKnight with ex Patricia Driver, and Clyde McKnight with another woman. So I probably thought he had more kids with her than, because I've seen those kids. Like, I've seen him with her and then the kids back in the day. And I guess some of those kids weren't hers. So accepting children he was having outside of the marriage, right? In 2019, the R&B singer even called his estranged children entitled. In April 2024, he disowned them, calling them all a product of sin. He's since chosen to embrace his new family with wife, Leilani Mendoza. Together, they share Brian Kanoa Makoa Jr. and Leilani's 2 other children from a previous relationship. And the family issues, Nico, 32, amid the family issues, Nico, 32, succumbed to a 2-year battle with stage 4 colon cancer on May 29th. At the time, family claimed Brian Sr. made 0 effort to reunite with his dying son and failed to reach out after his death. Brian Sr. broke his silence after his ex-wife, Julie, 53, and own brother, Claude McKnight, commented on his reported silence 6 months late. Julie and Brian Jr., 35, are again slamming the 56-year-old back at one singer as Julie calls him belittling. Brian Jr. Alleges he failed to fulfill his little brother's dying wish. Let me see. There was some other shit too. Yeah, y'all. Brian McKnight is like I think he's an evil person. And I think I would be curious to what other types of abuse took place, because this can't be like this cutting off and all of that. Like, this can't be the only thing. It has to be other shit. It has to be other shit. So
He's an asshole.
Mark Lamont Hill said this.
Let me be clear. Brian McKnight, is this my camera? Brian McKnight, you are an asshole. And that's okay. It's not a beef. We ain't got no issues. You're just an asshole. I wasn't going to mention this, but I've interviewed you lots of times. You were rude and nasty to everybody on my crew. Everybody on my team, you were nice to me. But the measure of being an asshole isn't how you treat the host. It's how you treat everybody around him. Yeah. And you've been a dickhead to them. No disrespect to you, except you're an asshole. I was in the airport in Eastern Europe. I was headed somewhere. You were headed somewhere different. I watched a woman come to and ask you for an autograph, and you completely ignored and disrespected her and walked off. You're an asshole. But that's not why we're talking about this. So you say, I don't know you. Right. I don't know you. But I don't have to know you to know you're an asshole. I don't get into your family business. Your family business has nothing to do with me, except when you make it public. And when you put your family in public on blast, that might make you an asshole. That's all I'm saying. When you have children and you say my children are the product of evil, that might make you an asshole. When somebody says, yo, but the Bible says you should love your children, you say my older children were the product of sin. That might make you an asshole. That's just a fact. When you, like your children, say you lie. And for the record, I have spoken to your children off the record, and they've told me a laundry list of shit about you that's way worse than anything that's ever happened in the public. I'm not going to say that on air. We could keep that between me and you. But if you keep...
Y'all, what did I just say? What did I just say about he had to have done way worse shit?
Doing this, I will put it out.
See, that's the thing.
So now, if you want the smoke, keep coming, or we can just stop this right here, my brother. God bless.
Wow.
Is no one interested in the truth? Is no one actually? We sit back and we look at this and we have to laugh at it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that the world is kind of gone crazy when I see everything that's happening today and how when I see that people are not even open to the truth. That's what I think that is important about my platform. I try on a regular basis to be as objective as possible so that I can have a real conversation about what's really going on. And that's whether we're talking about relationships, popular culture, whatever. And what I found is that most people are not interested in probably why they post on their own. We weren't even focused on the spirit of the moment.
Right.
But we weren't focused on that. I call you and I say, hey, how's it going, man?
Right.
You doing? You
need
anything?
I appreciate that.
And then you call me and say, "Hey, is everything good? You need anything from me?" And that's the dynamic of our relationship.
I get mad when I see dudes out there talking bad about you.
But I'm used to it.
I
yeah,
send it to you.
You do.
You know, and I'm like, why? Because here's the thing: why can't we sit and talk about it?
Yeah, I agree.
I send a message.
You know why? Because what I've learned is even engaging with you motherfuckers gives you what you want. Y'all are energy vampires. And even having conversations with people where you know you're going to lie, you know you're going to stonewall, you're going, you know what I mean? Like you're going to do things in the conversation that is going to extract energy and emotional currency from the person that you're having the conversation with. That is the reason why I'm not having conversations with stupid people or with energy vampires, because essentially just me giving you any type of attention whatsoever is feeding you.
This is Joe Budden's podcast. Crickets. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But who's that Mark, the guy, the political
Mark
guy?
Lamont Hill.
Let me tell you something. I'd destroy that dude.
Yeah.
I would destroy him. Not
Why, what?
not physically, but
No,
in
I
a
understand
debate.
what you're saying.
Because You don't even know me, but you call me an asshole?
Yeah. Well, I look at Mark Lamont Hill. There's this segment of people that are what I like to call, they like to champion themselves as intellectuals, right? And that they truly believe that they're smarter than everybody else. But I don't really believe that because I never see the results.
Right.
It never translates, right? So
I see people hand him his ass all the time.
yeah, it's easy to, I mean, it's easy to say that, you know, I'm the smartest guy in the room, but it doesn't necessarily translate into results, right? So
And what do results mean? Because he is highly educated and he works and he has for a very long time. What do you mean you haven't seen it work? What is it supposed to look like for you? Oh, is he supposed to be somewhere humiliating some woman in order for you to think that his intelligence matters? Please tell me. Oh, no. You think that some exorbitant amount of money is supposed to prove Mark Lamont Hill's intelligence to you? A guy who looks like he smells like a foot.
I've heard your...
A nigga that looks like he smells like a foot.
Yeah.
My life has been... Look back.
I saw his... I'm not about to keep going with this, because another thing, that slow talking shit is another way to like suck energy out of people. I've noticed that in debates. You know, either a lot of ums, slow talking. Like, it's almost like you're trying to distract somebody while somebody else is in their fucking pockets. It's weird. It's weird.
He's an asshole.
Not this one.
I've heard your break. Your father describes the break between you and him as occurring later, because he says even after the divorce things were okay, even when he had a new girlfriend, even when he remarried things were okay, that things were still stable and solid. He says at some point he came on, or you guys came on the road with him. He wanted you all to, you all were artists, and he wanted you to experience the.
Like, I don't even know that nigga's name. What do you mean you can't? You know, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it come to fruition. Nigga, we don't even know you. I saw one person in the comments that seems to know who you are, and I only know you because I've seen you around. Maybe I don't know you though. I don't know your name. And only I'm guessing what is Anton, because somebody said they love you in the comments. I couldn't understand why you would love somebody that sounds this stupid. And plus, like, you know, hater ass niggas are weird to me. You're hating on this man's intelligence level. Anytime somebody questions Mark Lamont Hill intelligence, it's because they're stupid. They don't understand him. And so they want to make it seem like he's not as smart as he truly is. I don't even agree with everything that Mark does all the time. And I low-key be looking at him funny style for the shit that happened with Melissa Ford. But outside of that, I'm never going to question the nigga's intelligence level. He's extremely accomplished and smart as a journalist and not a nigga that's just talking on podcasts. It's like you can just not look into somebody's their help me, y'all, their resume. You could just not look into their resume and then just sit up there and be like, I haven't seen it. You haven't looked for it with your blind ass.
Road. He wanted you to know it was like to play in front of crowds and to also to
he
get up.
looked like a nigga that's mad because it's not easy for him to get coochie. Yeah, niggas who don't have like a lot of neck, niggas that don't have a lot of neck that look like they smell like a foot. Yeah, a lot of the times that be bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? They know that they don't have no neck. They know they smell like a foot. A lot of them grew up with the effects of colorism. You know what I'm saying? So people telling y'all that y'all ugly, dark-skinned niggas, yeah. Brian McKnight doesn't know that feeling, sir. I want you to know that. Because I feel like that on some level, Brian McKnight and Anton are clicking on the we grew up as dark and ugly type of shit. And Brian did not grow up feeling that way. I want you to understand. Brian knows that he's a pretty dark-skinned nigga. He knows. He's tall. Brian has never experienced that, but he wants you to think that he's experienced that so he can manipulate you. Rich men are always doing this to broke men. Rich men are always emotionally and mentally manipulating simp-ass niggas that's looking up to them and thinking that they're trauma bonding about something. Just because y'all are both dark doesn't mean that tall ass, highly sought after in the 90s, Brian McKnight felt he was ugly the way you felt you were ugly, Anton. And I'm going to just leave it there.
Early and do all the things. And when y'all got there, these are my words, my interpretation of him. He said y'all were a little entitled. He said there was a lot of drugs, a lot of laying around. Then it was I miss my girlfriend, I'm going back.
Right.
There was a lack of kind of accountability, maybe a slightly lower work ethic than his.
Anton is married. I feel sorry for his wife, and that still doesn't mean anything. Like, men being married doesn't mean that they are getting the access to coochie that they would like.
Needed.
Unbelievable.
That just means they were able to convince some desperate woman that they are worthy of marriage.
That's the gist. That was my takeaway from him, and that he got tired of babying y'all also. So
Hilarious.
What do you say?
Oh, he has money. Well, there you go.
All right, here we go. You got to think, man. The longest amount of time that me and my brother spent with my father consecutively.
Okay, so this is the same clip from like what I showed y'all earlier. I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, Mark Lamont Hill was like, oh, you want to keep talking shit about me with the nigga that ain't got no neck. And he's sitting there talking about he don't know if I'm smart or not. Okay, well, I'm going to go interview the wife and the son and we can really. I'm not sure the chain of events, but they going back and forth. And I'm not going to lie. I want him to get sprayed. I want Brian McKnight to get sprayed because I think he's a terrible human being. I do. I think that if your son is on his fucking deathbed and you are anywhere but not right next to him and you are capable of being there and you're just choosing not to, you're a terrible person. If all a man wanted was for you to say that you loved him and you couldn't do that, yeah, y'all. I just want us to, what are we arguing about? Brian McKnight is a weirdo. And any married man that does red pill content, girl, I'm about to say, he don't give a fuck about his wife. You wouldn't be talking about women like that. Like, yeah, I'm about to say Charleston is married too. Like, because there's always some pathetic, desperate, downtrodden woman that wants to be in a relationship with any old nigga. Money ain't enough. I promise you it ain't enough to deal with them. Girl, niggas on the internet acting like they ain't never seen coochie before, because to me, niggas that's on the internet talking shit about women act like they ain't never really dealt with it before, or they don't like it. One or the other. That circle jerk, that light in their eyes when they get to sit and commiserate with another man about how much they hate a woman. Bitch ass niggas. Not a Charlie Kirk supporter. They really hate themselves. Oh yeah, that's some internalized hate. Niggas, he is a Charlie Kirk supporter. And then we already know that Brian McKnight is trying to erase blackness. Oh yeah. See, Brian didn't think he was ugly, but Brian hates his blackness. That's what that is. That's what them two are clicking on. I hate that I'm black. Do you hate that you're black? Oh my God, I hate that I'm black too. Let's hate being black together. Don't you hate being black? I hate being black too. All right, y'all. Let me see what y'all saying. We're going to move on to Ray J. Okay. Hey, Crystal. Brian will never get over his ex-wife. He's angry that Julie seems at peace. He wants her to be pining for him, and she's not. Thank you for the super chat. That's weird. Why would you even, I know he's mistreating that other lady. I know he's mistreating that other lady, y'all. I have no doubt. Let's see. Kendra said that Tamar's sisters must be getting their whole life watching Funky read Tamar fulfilled. Sad. Now, I can imagine that they're kicking their feet under the table somewhere. Nicole's vote. Thank you for the super chat. Your Diddy documentary was so good. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I'm so glad, those pieces be a lot. So I really, really appreciate when they connect. Nisha, thank you for the super chat. Boo, it's pimp talk. What was pimp talk, girl? All of it's pimp talk. We know it be pimp talk. We know. All right. So let's go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna play a little quick ad, you guys, and then we're gonna get into the Ray J of it all, because y'all, things have been going on with Ray J since the weekend, and of course, we covered the situation with Princess, but apparently there's more. So just a quick little ad. Can you please like the video, support the channel, y'all, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
The 2025 Reset by Design Bali Wellness Retreat was more than just a luxury experience. It felt deeply personal. it felt bespoke, like it was crafted especially for my unique needs and my soul. I'll admit, I was nervous at first, meeting 16 incredible women I did not know. But by the end, I felt wrapped in this powerful sisterhood, a community where I truly belonged. Melanated women from all across the world coming together not just to relax, even though we really did do that, but to really discover the power of self-care and to prioritize ourselves in a way we often do not do. This retreat transformed me. It healed me, and it was made all more beautiful by the sisterhood, by these women who lifted me up, shared their wisdom, held space without judgments, and always offered a listening ear. I am so excited about 2026, and I am counting down the days until we can reunite in Mauritius.
All right. We're back, girl. We're back. All right. Reset by Design Wellness takes you luxury. Okay? Luxury. We're going out of town, girl. I need a vacation. Quick, fast. Hurry. I need a vacation. Just saying. All right, y'all. Let's get back into it. Ba-boom, boom. Okay? What's Ray J talking about?
Look up to y'all. For y'all to come to every one of Brandy and Monica's shows and never say what's up to B and take all the pictures and all. I mean, it just, I don't like it. And I love you, Jay, and I love you, B. Please, and we look up to y'all. For y'all to come to every one of Brandy and Monica's shows and never say what's up to B and take all the pictures and all. I mean, it just, I don't like it. And I love you, Jay, and I love you, B. Like, you guys are the biggest 2 stars in the world. So we know you there. Just, y'all walk by Brandy room, just pull up, say what's up, B, have a good show. I mean, she don't care. She never told me about this, and I am crashing out on this one. Like, you guys are the big, this is crazy. But as a brother and a fan of Jay-Z and Beyonce, like we want to take some pictures with y'all too, and we want to say hi, and we want to be inspired by the inspirational words that you got. This is crazy.
This is weird. You're like 50, Ray J. Y'all are the same age. Y'all were out longer than both of these people. I understand that they're big and all of that, but if I'm Brandy and the only reason little black girls got to grow up and do what I did is because I did it first, I'm not bowing down to Beyonce if I'm Brandy. I don't know what the issue is, because y'all know Brandy got Sonya Norwood in her. Okay, that's her mama. She got that lady in her. So y'all know that, Brandy has had somewhat of a attitude about herself that I think her mother impressed upon her, that she was better than other people. I don't know what it's about, but I'm just going to say that Brandy doesn't need to be begging for a picture with Beyonce. I love B, y'all. I'm critical of her because I'm not a stan and I refuse to be. But I fuck with B. And I fuck with Brandy. And I fuck with Brandy the long way. Okay? Like, I ain't gonna, I don't know why, but I listen to I Wanna Be Down, like the 3 different versions of I Wanna Be Down almost every week. I don't understand. Like, I wanna be down. I don't understand. Like, I don't know why I gotta be, in here at least one this about this with. Listen. Instinct leading me right up your alleyway. Listen, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. My ass too big. My waist too small. My face too cute. He on my phone. Put mommy on the phone. He ain't never coming home. I'm about to go in. I'ma get inside these bitches' head like a sew in. Track, let it blend in. Listen, I want to be down. I'm just saying, y'all. If I'm Brandy, I'm not kissing Beyonce's ass. I'm not all this excited. Oh, you come into the show. I want a picture. Nah, I'm chilling. I'm straight. So yeah, like whatever the issue is, I'm okay with them not liking each other. I don't think y'all have to force everybody to be friends like that. And I am going to reiterate that Beyonce going to 6 of these shows. Word, that's necessary. I don't care what nobody talking about. I feel like when B pop out and wants to be seen by the people, wants to be seen with the other blacks, it is because you want to be seen with these people. It is because being seen with them is a reminder of who you are. Okay? Anytime anybody think that you're not who you are, let's go see Destiny's Child, bitch. Let's go to a Michelle play. Let's go to a Kelly show. Beyonce is extremely strategic and very smart. And I think anything she does is purposeful. That lady don't even post candids on her Instagram or social media. Everybody else has at one point or another put a phone in front of their face and click live. Not Beyonce. Bitch, I won't even let y'all catch me slipping on a live. That says a lot to me. So yeah, I definitely feel like it's a lot of weird shit going on right now. And Ray J just wants to redirect the energy from us seeing him as an abusive nigga that allegedly pulled a gun on his wife. And I know he said that he didn't do it, but I don't believe him.
But as a brother and a fan of Jay-Z and Beyonce, like we want to take some pictures with y'all too, and we want to say hi, and we want to be inspired by the inspirational words that you got. This is crazy. But as you guys are going to give us Jay-Z and Beyonce, please, and I know Brandy and Ryan are going to hate this, but please pull up and say what's up to B. And if y'all there, this y'all 6th or 7th time being at the
He said y'all 6th or 7th time being there.
You guys are going to give us Jay-Z and Beyonce, please, and I know Brandy and Ryan are going to hate this, but
yeah, they should hate it.
Monica Brandy, when y'all ain't said what's up to B at all. I just don't think that that's okay. I love you guys. You know, come on, Jay. Come on, B. Let's do the right thing, all right? I love you.
Why does this feel low-key like a threat at the end? Like, who are you talking to? I'm sure somebody was, like, doing their goofy laugh on that nigga somewhere. Like, who is this nigga talking to? Like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Ray J? What you gonna do, Ray J? If you had power over Beyonce and Jay-Z, you wouldn't be down here with the Zeus Network people rolling around in the dirt. But there you are. Okay, here we go. Here we go, y'all. I found it. So it says. I want it to. Okay, yeah, there we go. Why Brandy looked like Niecy in this picture? That's funny. The actress and singer team stepped in with a statement after her Instagram account was compromised on Tuesday. Whoever took control of the page, which has more than 6 million followers, left comments under a popular Beyonce fan account, daring the Cowboy Carter superstar to come down here again and take a picture with me. It will go viral. In another comment, the hacker added, that's my outfit you down here in. That was Ray J. Like, to me, Ray J hacked the Instagram, y'all. Ray J hacked the Instagram. Ray J pulled the gun. Ray J hacked the Instagram. It was all him. Now Brandy got to get up here and apologize and say that she ain't never do that. That wasn't her.
We look up to y'all.
It was Ray J, y'all. I just want to, in case y'all thought it was a mystery, who got on Brandy's Instagram account and started trying to convince Beyonce to do some shit. It was him. And as I was saying, because, niggas on the internet lying and shit, Ray J claims he never pointed a gun at Princess. Well. He reached for the gun. That's what we saw, bitch, Chicago. What do you mean? Oh, yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. Reach for the gun. Yes, he did. He did. He was sitting in front of a desk just like me right now. Can you imagine if I had decided to pull something out of the drawer, click, clack, click, 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 showed it on camera, click, click. Okay, that's what I did. I went thah, and then I went thah, right? And then I was like, if somebody come in here, I'm letting off. And then it looked like somebody about to come in there, and then I just get up. Oh, man, fuck this shit, cuz. And then I get up, and I'm going like I'm about to shoot my wife and my kids and shit at Thanksgiving, you know. The part y'all don't understand is that the gun shouldn't have never been there in the first place. The fact that he loaded it and then walked toward them with it is enough for me. You could, I think when he said I didn't point the gun, that might be semantics. Loading and walking up on someone with a gun is a threat within itself. Whoa. Society is not okay. The community is not okay, everybody. The community is not okay. People will be somewhere defending this shit. I wanted to come and talk to y'all about something else before we get to Candy and Monique. I'm going to Candy and then we're going to go to Monique. Then I'm going to get off here. So, God didn't hand David a crown. He handed him Goliath. So this is Misa Hylton's Instagram from 5 hours ago. She hashtag integrity. God will never come back null and void. She said, it's time. Okay, that's what she said. And there was a clip of, Goliath or some, like, girl, I don't know. I don't have time for Amazon Prime striking me, okay? This is a text between she and the director of 50 Cent's Diddy documentary with Alex Stapleton. Alex texted her and said, good evening, Miss Hylton. My name is Alex Stapleton. I believe Eric Sermon might have mentioned to you that I wanted to reach out directly to you about a project I'm directing for Netflix. Would you happen to have a few minutes to connect tomorrow? I would like to introduce myself and to tell you more. She responded, hi, Alex. I misunderstood, Eric. I thought it was my own show. I'm not doing interviews about Sean. There's 2 separate projects, but both do involve your own show. My goal is to really lean into all that you contributed in hip hop and Bad Boy. In a quick call, I could explain better. And of course, I understand what you're saying. Okay, I'll hear you out because you come to me by way of Eric. Thank you. It's now a good time. Until they confess all the lies they said against you to gain favor, they'll never know peace. Isaiah 48:22. Okay, so a few things are coming to my mind with this. Misa, what are you saying? I don't understand why y'all always have to come out with cryptic shit. Like, I don't know why. It's annoying to me that it's always something cryptic. But apparently, I guess it might be for safety, but you want your own show. Why do you want your own show? So you don't want to talk about Sean, but you want your own show so we could talk about your connection to Sean? That's weird to me. And whenever y'all start quoting the Bible after all of the shit that y'all have done in y'all lives, that automatically gives bullshit. People that carry a lot of shame and guilt decide they're going to pick up the Bible and use the Bible as some type of projection that is in opposite of what they really got going on, right? So if I feel like I've been slutted out, if I feel like I've been shamed, if I feel like I've been humiliated, if I feel like I've been slutted out, if I feel like in some way I'm also responsible for why this happened to me, right? I'm not going to have any empathy for myself, not for real. And I'm just going to feel a lot of shame about it. I'm going to feel, like I don't want nobody to know that about me. I don't want nobody to think that about me. And so what you're going to do is you're going to reach for religion. You're going to reach for Christianity. Because to you, if you have the Christianity, if you have the church thing, then that's supposed to cover your image and hide the things you feel shameful about. It's like an automatic thing that I see a lot, especially with Black women. Black women that have lived hard lives, oh my God. The way they think that the only reason they got through was because of this specific religion, as if it could be any spiritual thing. It could be any spiritual thing, but you assign it to the specific religion of your choosing. Okay, just to be clear. And when y'all do this, it low-key bothers me because it feels like if you're not really being real with yourself, it means you don't see your part in what has happened, right? Because there's a level of Misa going along with this shit for the longest. And now you want to like do all of this like real victim-y shit. And please don't get me wrong. I do feel like she's a victim of him. She obviously was beat. He did not always financially support her and Justin. And now whatever has happened with Justin has been a corruption of your kid. So I'm sure you're feeling the pain of that. But you are still always shielding Sean. So if you don't want to talk about Sean, if you don't want to be honest about what happened with Sean, I'm very curious to what the fuck you think you about to talk about. Because fashion and hip hop is not enough right now. That's cute. But can we be fucking for real for a second? Can we talk about what's really going on? Like, I don't want to talk about clothes right now. I'm not even going to, like, bitch, I don't want to talk about clothes. I want to talk about what happened to you. I want to talk about how Justin becomes a part of all of this as your son, and how do you feel about that? You've been here the whole time. What happened between you and Mary J. Blige? Why are y'all suing each other? What's going on there? That's the shit that I want to know about, Misa. I don't know what this is, but hopefully you'll come out and tell us something. Working on my motherfucking nerves. Okay? Because Misa be playing. Like, Misa be playing all the time. Like, I don't know if y'all be paying attention to how much she posts and all of that, but she likes to post shit that can be received as cryptic. And that just be working on my nerves. Like, bitch, be about it or don't. Be about it or don't. So, y'all, Candy has been posting herself recently. Candy is doing something that is, I think, a little bit new for her. Like, this expressing of sad emotion is not a thing for her. Like, so she's been posting, and I feel like it's good because, like, we need you to be documenting what's going on, right? So her and Todd are kind of going back and forth a little bit. We'll just go through some of it. So Candy and Mama Joy, she said, I've been trying to stay focused, so much to learn before the start of my run as Angelique in a Julie, I can't see it, and Juliet Broadway. Okay. I'll be performing December 11th through March 8th. Come see me. Oh my God. She's actually going to be in the play. That's amazing.
Getting fitted for my character's wig, and she has red hair.
Okay. So Candy's working, and that's amazing. We got to keep a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Put a smile on your face. What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do. Okay. Candy reportedly discovered Todd was communicating with other women behind her back. Before filing for divorce, she had no idea. Y'all, let me see what they saying, child. Candy reportedly discovered that Todd was communicating with other women behind her back shortly before filing for divorce. They claimed she had no idea and was not happy about the alleged communication between both parties. If you recall, Candy filed for divorce on November 21st, shortly after news broke she hinted what trouble had been brewing for a while during the Amazon Live. I'm all over the place, she said later, adding, sometimes things just don't work out. It just is what it is. Following that, Todd requested full custody of the kids due to Candy's work schedule and claimed he was pressured into signing a prenup without being able to consult his team. Candy refuted the claim, stating that their prenuptial negotiations had actually been documented on her Bravo wedding spinoff and reportedly submitted footage as evidence. She also recently requested for the courts to seal court proceedings pertaining to their divorce. This is going to get messy, okay? What Erica said, never take care of or put a man on a pedestal. Listen, don't do it, girl. Don't do it, Miss Sealy. Don't do it. Don't trade places with what I've been through. Candy and Todd have been having marriage troubles for a while now. Candy was not happy because she found out that Todd had been talking to other women behind her back. All right. And I believe that Funky Naniva said that those names will probably come out soon, whoever those women are. Candy posted this with a song that she wrote a long time ago. I don't know if it's copyright, but it's like a rock song. Sounds like something that she would have wrote for Pink. We don't have time for no copyright strikes and y'all blocking my shit. So I'm just gonna, y'all can go listen to that on y'all own. But this is what the caption says. This is what I look like when I'm going through something. I show up for my family. I show up for my friends. I show up to handle my business, and I show up with a smile, all while on the inside I'm emotionally broken. In every pic of this video, I was internally dealing with something life-changing that most of the people in the pics with me had no clue of my inner stress and sadness. This is not being fake. This is just how I deal with things. I internalize and deal with it alone. I am the poster child for saying check on your strong friend because you never know what they are going through. I normally don't like to share stuff like this, but I was listening to this old song that I wrote years ago, and I felt like it perfectly described how I feel. Okay, it started over. Okay. All right. So yeah, Candy looks good though. Candy looks good. I wonder, she did lose weight because she was doing hydroxy cut, but I wonder if it's affected her weight because she did look a little smaller in that pink picture. But I think she looks good. She looks good. I hope that she is doing the best she can to make herself happy. Because, it's a sad situation when you find out that you can't trust a nigga who you tried to trust. Anytime you find out you can't trust your people and you tried to trust them, like, I tried to trust you. I tried. Like what Funky said, bitch, I tried to love you. Okay. So let's get into Monique and Chris Samuels. Okay. I'm gonna just tell y'all straight off rip. I feel like Monique is one of those women that a lot of people don't like. For whatever reason that y'all don't like her. On Real Housewives of Potomac this past season, she has come back and she expressed that she was in the marriage for image after her second child, which was her daughter, I believe. She said her daughter might have been 6 months old or something like that. And she and Chris had sex, and the way he just kind of like threw her to the side when it was over, no emotional connection. I think that's what she said. Or it was something else that happened. And then that was like the last thing that made her feel like I'm not about to stay with this nigga. I'm going to play her audio and stuff, so we'll get into it. But either way, I feel like, I don't know why this is so hard for everybody to believe that Chris would be a self-centered asshole. He is an NFL player. He's a man. He's a football player. He's from the South. His mom did not like her, which to me emboldens his devaluing of her. His mom probably was really controlling and manipulative, which means he might have some secret like resentment towards her that he would take out on women. Like, y'all, this shit happens every day. And so like Chris and Monique are not like some special case. They're not a fucking anomaly or something. This is what happens a lot of the time. I think it's weird that, people's conversations around them, oh, she takes no accountability. She don't take no. What exactly does accountability look like for you? Because to me, if I'm in a marriage where I'm not happy and I leave and then I don't even take what I could take with me, I just move on with my life. I figure out a way to take care of me and my kids, and I mind my fucking business. That is accountability. A lack of accountability would be staying in the relationship. So I want to know, what exactly do y'all think, like, what do y'all want her to be accountable for? Or do y'all want to blame her? Do y'all want her to take some blame? And what blame would you like her to take on? Because to me, it's obvious. I got into a relationship with a man when I was really young. I had an image of what I wanted for my life. I accomplished the image, realized the image wasn't fulfilling enough for me. New information, right? I try to stick out with it. I try to make it work. It doesn't work. We break up. That's most people's relationship. That's most people's marriages, y'all, whether they rich or not. A lot of people that end up getting divorced and they were married young, they were married in their mid-20s and all of that type of shit. Those people eventually realize they cannot sustain a fairy tale where a woman is doing all of this extra labor without any help from the man. And the man feels like, I should not have to do any labor because I make the money. But the truth of the matter is, that's not how this works in real life. In real life, women need help with 3 children. In real life, you need to be present. And it doesn't need to be a tug of war. It doesn't need to be a fight. You just need to want to help. And a lot of men don't want to help. They're just trying to find a way to convince you to keep doing all of it. So they might help you a little bit and then fall right back, because the idea is to trick you so that you'll think that they're going to do better while they actually don't. But they just want to keep you doing all the things that you're doing. I don't think that he ever genuinely loved her. And I think y'all are always trying to act like she didn't really love him. She wasn't really attracted to him. And I'm like, I don't know why y'all need that to be a thing. But it comes off like you just want to call her a gold digger, even though you don't have any real evidence that she was a gold digger, because when she left him, she didn't really take anything. So you can't call her a gold digger. So now it's like she don't ever take no blame. She lying about something. Girl, I guess. She's coming out with a book. It's a beautiful cover called Love Letters. And in it, apparently she talks about her abuse. Okay? Let me see. I don't know if it says this. It says it in here. This seems like just like the read up in the book. But this is what Housewives Zone is saying. Real Housewives of Potomac star Monique Samuels was allegedly strangled by her ex-husband Chris in a blackout fit of rage, according to All About the Tea. The story will apparently be revealed in a tell-all book to be released in January called Love Letters from Versions of Myself, a memoir of self-discovery, transformation, and healing. Monique is widely admired for her ability to balance motherhood, career, and wellness, proving that with intention and heart, it's possible to do it all, the author blurb says, okay? So the book's coming out, right? All right. So this is a clip from her sitting down with Lip Service.
It's a friend that's been on the show, Cookie.
Wait, hold up, not this one. I don't want to get to this one yet. There's another one I want to talk about first before we get to the Cookie situation. Child, ooh, them titty fuckers. Yeah, they keep talking about it. Where's the other clip? Where is the clip where she talks about her marriage?
Jason and I were like great friends. Like we never spent any time outside the studio, nothing like that. As I was going through the whole divorce process, the separation, everything like that, he was giving me this advice that I was like, you have to have been through something to be able to give me this type of advice. We started to have like an amazing friendship outside of work. And I started to learn some things about what he was going through. So we connected on that level, him being separated, living in the same house, but people not knowing because obviously he's not, out there like that in reality TV space. Mine was more public.
Right.
And it was a friendship that was genuinely a friendship that turned very emotionally connected, and then it turned romantic. And the reason this video is out there right now is because my ex-husband actually leaked it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that's tea. Like legit, he has been showing this video to everybody. And the bigger question is, how did he get it?
So off the cloud.
The cloud? No, he actually got it from a former friend of mine. Jason and I were
a former friend of hers. So she doesn't say who the friend is. I would love for her to say who the friend is. She and I talked in the DMs. But either way, Chris's connection to Cookie, Chris has been popping up with housewives since he and his lady divorced. And the way he acted as if he didn't want to be around the housewives and he was above it. But when they divorced, we see you with Sharice. Now you have a connection to Stacey. It seems like you want to be somewhere near her. You want to be able to be close to people that are connected to her. You want to be able to tarnish her image. That's what it feels like he's trying to do. I'm gonna say at worst, okay, we're gonna say that she was going through a divorce and started fucking with a married man. Let's say that is what happened. Okay. And the married man is going back and forth in his relationship. I feel like you can be mad at her for that. That's fine. But I also feel like I don't know this man's side of the story, and niggas be lying. Like niggas be lying. I also feel like it seems like somebody that, she said she was getting all this good advice. It was a genuine friendship. Niggas be playing the long game. You're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You got your own shit going on. Niggas be playing the long game. Yeah, I'm giving you advice, but I'm also preying on you in a vulnerable state. Okay? So to me, he could have been lying to her. He could have not been lying to her. She could be somewhere fucking some married dude. But at the same time, I often feel like unless you like attack the wife, I don't really care about that, because to me, it's the man's responsibility to keep his dick inside of his marriage if that's the agreement. So it's not, to me, I don't always be looking at the woman like, because a lot of times I'm not going to respect your relationship more than you respect your relationship. That's just not how that shit works. But if you're, if y'all want to be upset with her about the possibility that she was having an affair with this man before his marriage was over or before the relationship was over, please, that's your business. I feel like, okay, whatever. Like, fine. Okay? It's of no consequence to me. I don't really care. Let me see. Was there any other clips? Any other clips? I don't know. I think we talked about the Tasha one already, right? Let's see. Monique Samuels drops bombshell, claims her ex-husband leaked to Jason. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I just want to make sure.
Jason and I were like great.
Right. Her and Jason were great friends. And then let's move on to the cookie, right? The cookie of it all. Where's the cookie of it all?
There's a friend that's been on the show, Cookie. She and I stopped talking years ago.
The infamous Cookie child. You know,
Yeah.
I watched Cookie.
Yeah.
She was in and out of that party.
Listen, and it's really interesting because it initially got leaked on one of her very well-known fake Twitter pages. So yeah, everybody knows.
I can't believe you're back on this show, girl.
I know.
It's so much already.
There's a friend that's been on the show.
So Jamie Tyler from Love and Marriage Detroit said this: I've been quiet about this topic for 2 years now, and I'm so glad that psychopath has finally been blasted in public by other reality TV fans and talent. We already knew it was her when it happened, but the former detective in me wanted that hardcore evidence from a private investigator at the time. Now, 2 years later, she has popped up on Real Housewives of Potomac, being pressed and messy once again for fame and clout and starting shit with cast members she hates on their show and still running fake troll pages on social media, trying to ruin people's image and families. Well, I want to thank Monique for blasting her and exposing how fake and scandalous that woman truly is. Be careful who you call a friend on these DC streets.
Do you still talk to Cookie? Because that's the person.
Jason and I were like great friends. Like we never spent any time outside the studio, nothing like that.
I need to cover
As I was going through the whole divorce process.
Who has been giving the group information about Karen.
Oh, she met Karen through me. Yeah, I don't talk to her at all.
Well, she's best friends with Giselle now.
I met Cookie back.
You know why? Because these are people that are highly susceptible to praise. Giselle and Karen, I think a person that will come into their sphere and talk them up and say how great they are and all of that, they love that shit. Because they're operating under like a mean girl situation.
Back in like 2007 at my ex-husband's birthday party. We had the father of Go-Go there, Chuck Brown. She told me that she was Chuck Brown's daughter. And he ain't no kin to her. Who does that? If you lie about that, you'll lie about anything. That's a whole demonic entity right there. I can't be around people that act as if they're your friend, but then they're talking shit behind your back. And so I have my reasons for staying away from that one. Good luck with that. Gosh.
So yeah, that's what's going on with that. I am interested in Monique's book and everything that she has to say about her marriage, but I feel like so many people are very like judgmental of her and like they just, they don't like her. So they want her to be to blame. They want to infantilize that big ass man. That annoys the piss out of me. Okay, so before I get out of here, I do want to Okay, just a couple of quick things. K. Michelle says that she and her husband are about to have a baby. Congratulations to them. Me and my husband are about to have a baby finally, so the time is now. Okay, well, I'll believe it when I see somebody pregnant. Congratulations, K. Michelle. What else? Tubaba. Y'all know we be talking about Tubaba over here, okay? Tubaba got arrested recently for getting into a domestic dispute with the newest woman that he has married. And y'all know how badly, if you know who Tubaba is, he is an African artist. Of course, I know them from the Netflix show. Okay, the Rich Africans on the Netflix show. Y'all know that show? Well, Tubaba, here it is. He was arrested in London after an alleged altercation with his wife Natasha at a supermarket. And this is Annie right here.
Fuck no, man.
Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do it! Don't fucking do it! Every day when it's not for me, yeah! Don't do it now! Why you shouting at me? I just want to quiet this conversation. Why you raising your voice at me? Then before I speak, I don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do it! Don't fucking do it! Every day when it's not for me, yeah! Don't do it now! Why you shouting at me? I just want to quiet this conversation. Why you raising your voice at me? Then before I speak, I don't do that!
Okay, two Baba proposes to Natasha amid divorce from Annie. Yeah. Of course he cheated. Like, yeah. If y'all have never watched the show on Netflix, I would implore you. It is really good, and they are so like extra in their culture, and I love to watch it. I'm not even gonna lie, it's one of my favorite shows that I don't want to review, but I just like to engage. I just like to watch and maybe talk about on Twitter and shit when I was watching it. But now Threads, girl, I try to be over there about Threads. But yeah, y'all, too. Bye got arrested. And then he posted, "Help me."
What's your problem?
Daddy Freeze. You don't see him.
I did something. I did what happened?
Daddy Freeze, you don't see him.
Guys, calm down. Let's. What does that? What's your problem?
Daddy Freeze. You don't see him.
I did something. I did what happened?
Daddy Freeze, you don't see him.
Guys, calm down.
I have no idea what's happening in this video, but it seems like him and that girl fighting. It feels like him and that girl fighting. That's what this seemed like to me. Girl, it's a fucking mess. Niggas is hoes. Like, these niggas is disrespectful assholes that don't really respect women. They just use women. They love bomb them, cheat on them, dog them out. When the women argue or fight back, y'all beat up on them or y'all cheat on them some more. Either way. I wish one day y'all would learn. Natasha, you should have learned, because honestly, the way Annie looked at the end of their relationship, I don't know why you would want to be with a man that had a woman looking like that. Y'all, Annie went from always being on her shit to like, somebody need to check on her. Is she eating? That's how we was feeling, girl. That's how we was feeling when we was watching it. Hold up. What's something else that I wanted to hit up real quick before we get out of here? I feel like, oh, here we go. Not y'all being mad at B. Simone for being a drifter that she always has been. Would you choose $1 trillion or 30 minutes with Jesus? Social users call out B. Simone for picking the money. Y'all, have y'all heard what B. Simone says? Like, B. Simone wants to be like a millionaire or a billionaire or some shit. Like, that's her aspiration. What I've started to notice is that people whose aspiration in life is to acquire a certain amount of wealth, like not the experience, but a certain amount of wealth. Yeah, those people, money is their God. They're going to dress it in all of this other shit, but they're going to say it's one thing, but money is their God. Money is their God. And I feel like when you center money that much, I feel like you're not really going to get anything out of it the way you think. I think you'll get it and then you won't really fully be happy with it, because will you really know how to enjoy it? Because to me, it seems like a lot of rich people don't know how to enjoy their money. Like, y'all might buy shit. Y'all do a lot of shit for the looks of it. But the way I would have been Ashanti prior to getting back with motherfucking Nelly, if I had the type of money some of you people have, like, fuck y'all be going through. Like, who are you trying to prove something to? It needs to be like an internal thing, bitch. Whatever you came here to do, it needs to be an internal thing that you're trying to get to. Girl, let me go to what she said because y'all was mad at her. But I'm like, why y'all mad? Like, she's always been a grifter. Y'all think because people go pick up Christianity, all of a sudden they're no longer the grifter that they've always been, as if Christianity wasn't always accessible to them? Like, niggas grew up in the church. People grew up going to church with their motherfucking grandmama. They decide to pick it up and use it when they see it could be of use to them. Where's the original shortcut? There we go. There we go.
Would you rather have?
Here we go, baby. There we go.
Have 10 trillion, or what is it? $1 trillion that we can't even comprehend, right? Because you can't even think about that. I can't even comprehend $1 million. I mean, $1 billion. I can comprehend $1 million. Would you rather have $1 trillion, or would you rather have 10 minutes with Jesus? I said I would rather have $1 trillion, because I feel like God left his word. He left the Bible. There's nothing that he is going to tell me probably in those 10 minutes that isn't already in his word. And secondly, if you have a relationship with him, he can talk to you now. I truly believe the Holy Spirit is in me and he could talk to you. But Pharaoh's like, no, like, I want to sit. You said you wanted to sit with Jesus, right? Yeah. Also, I feel like if I was really sitting face to face, excuse me, I'm stuttering, because that's what I would do if I was face to face with Jesus. And I would waste my 10 minutes stuttering. Like, this is really crazy. Jesus is in front of me. So it's like, at this point, let me just go to my prayer room and pray. And I don't feel like there's going to be anything that Jesus will tell me in those 10 minutes that he hasn't left in his word.
10 minutes with Jesus can be a lifetime. You never know.
And I know when I die, I'm going to see Jesus. And I feel like I can tap into that now. I don't need 10 minutes with Jesus. Like, I have that now. Am I explaining this right? What would y'all do? Would y'all take the $1 trillion?
To me, what that translates to is, I know that this is not real. So I would rather take the money any day, because I know that it's not real. That's what that is to me. Like, and I just want to put this into perspective for those of you that believe that Jesus was a real person. So you want to meet a dead motherfucker because you think they're going to be able to tell you something about your journey. I mean, I guess. I was wondering, what do y'all think Jesus is going to tell y'all? What y'all think Jesus gonna tell y'all? I mean, and why would I pass up $1 trillion if I'm gonna die one day and then I'm gonna see the nigga when I get up there? I'll see him at the crossroads. We won't be lonely. Like, what you talking about? I mean, based on, what people believe in, when it comes to education and history and all of that, they don't believe that Jesus was an actual person, but Jesus's image was taken from other pagan religions before it. Okay, the story, the allegory, right, of it has been repeated over and over again, and basically, the white Christians appropriated. Okay, the Christians appropriated other people's cultures and developed the baby Jesus, Mother Mary thing from something that was like a black goddess. Like a goddess religion. Like when you go to South America, I believe that there are like, monuments to like the black Madonna. The Black Madonna was not in the frame of Christianity when it was built. It was in the frame of goddess worship of a black woman. And her little baby man. That could be her son or her partner. He's a little baby man. And then they said, we're going to put Jesus and Mother Mary on top of that. Jesus rose from the dead. Jesus is not dead. Ooh, that psychosis be whoa. I'm sorry. I don't. Impossible. It's impossible, bitch. That's impossible. It is impossible for a person to die and come back 3 days later and then die again, but be alive. That's impossible. I saw somebody say that shit in a debate yesterday on TikTok. And that's why I'm laughing, because I was just like, I can't even let you lie like that in my comments, bro. You know why? Because I want y'all to go back to feeling like this is allegorical or like a spiritual thing. It's not literal. I want y'all to go over there and look at it from it not being a literal thing, because I promise you, no nigga in the history of niggerdom has woke up from death 3 days after dying and then went where people died and wasn't dead. Because I feel like the only way you could get to the right hand of the Father in heaven is through death. I don't know why y'all think a nigga just flew up into the sky. Yet y'all are the people that thought the rapture was going to be real. Y'all thought y'all was going to just lift. Y'all thought y'all was just going to lift up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never seen no niggas just lift up off the floor in the history of the world. But you think that's going to happen this one magical day. Y'all niggas is crazy. Let me tell you something. Do you know what's true? What's true is that every single person on this planet is going to die. And every single person, when they die, their body will disintegrate and they will turn into dust and dirt and they will return to Mother. They will return to Mother Earth. They will then once again become of which they came. Dirt, the earth, Mother Earth. So yeah. I just need for y'all to be real with yourselves. Please see the story of Jesus as allegory. See it as something that's supposed to like teach you morals. You know what I'm saying? Like learn the morals from the Bible, you know. Do that. Do that. Go ahead and do that. Okay. But yeah, no, I don't believe that people be like, you know, I'm dead. I'm not. I'm dead, but then I'm not. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. It could be true, but I don't believe it. African spirituality is older than Christianity. Of course it is. Of course it is. Because Christianity like started and happened. So there are things that predate that. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy people be thinking that like, you know. Oh, girl, I'm gonna pray for the people though, because I love y'all. And I feel like a lot of times, like the way y'all think about religion entraps y'all. Like you don't realize that it seeps into other like mind frames. Like you don't get that you worshiping a male deity, seeing God as a male, as a man, as someone with a dick. Like you could act like that's not how you feel. But if you view God as a man, you view God as someone with a dick, that is going to translate to how you view men in real life. This is why so many women are pick-me's. This is why so many men are pick-me's. Don't y'all be seeing how much niggas be like gobbling up dick of other men? Yes, Christianity is still a new religion relative to other religions. Yes, it is, I think, one of the newest. I think maybe Hinduism might be the first one that they have record of. Wait, before we go, y'all. Todd Tucker is soaking up some sunshine as he works through major life changes. The soon-to-be ex-husband of songstress Candy Burris revealed that a good friend arranged a vacation to give him a change of scenery as he goes through a tough moment. The getaway comes amid his divorce from Candy after 11 years of marriage. The pair share 2 children. Speaking on his friend's support, Todd continued, I started my day by the pool and somehow ended the night on the campaign trail with him and his team as he steps into politics. Grateful for a friend who inspires, motivates, and always remembers to give back. While Candy and Todd initially tried to take the high road when the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum filed for divorce last month, tensions appear to have escalated. Todd is now seeking primary physical custody, joint legal custody, and final decision-making authority. He's also pushing back on their prenuptial agreement. On top of that, infidelity rumors have entered the chat, with an insider telling people Candy was not happy because she found out that Todd had been talking to other women behind her back. Okay? And Todd's on the beach with his bro, Sebastian Bastian. Oh, wow. There's a nigga named Sebastian Bastian? Wow. Andadasi. I'm about to look him up. Andadasi. Darling, it's wetter. Down. Wait. Darling, it's bitter. Down where it's wetter. Take it from me. That's a very sexual line. Up on the door. Up on the shore. They work all day. Under the sun, they slave away. While we're devoting. Full time floating under the sea. All right. Let's see. The men went on a vacation. All right. I've learned throughout my life that if you want to do big things and achieve greatness, you cannot fear the fall. You must learn from it, grow. Remember, mediocrity should never take residency in your life. Start from where you are with what you have, but always start with the end in mind. Ooh, that was ominous. That was deep. Okay, let's see.
We're now in the rebuilding stage of the Pit Road community.
Okay, I hear an accent there. Where is he? Is he in Jamaica? Fort Charlotte. Where is Fort Charlotte, y'all? Tell me. I don't know. Let's see. Helping one person might not change the world, but it will change. Okay, so yeah, he's out here doing shit. Okay, all right. What's this? What was that? Who are you reaching for? Somebody just snapped a picture of that shit. Let's see. What's this?
Well, man, also, I live in the Fort Charlotte community over 25 years. I'm a small business owner and operator.
I feel like the music is gonna get me fucked up, so that's why I'm gonna keep turning this shit off. Okay, so this is his homeboy that's doing good things in the community. Woo, Sebastian, tell Ty stop adding you on Instagram. Tell him to support you in private and don't support you in public. Because I'm not even gonna lie. I automatically thought you were full of shit because you're connected to Todd. So I'ma just tell you, like, dude, don't fuck with Todrick. Don't fuck with Todrick, girl, because we're gonna start to think you're like him. Don't do it, girl. Okay? Tell him support you in private. Everybody, hi. It's like 1,300 of you in here, and I'm sure more of you are gonna watch this video. I know y'all see that I'm at 18.7 here on TikTok. I feel like that's kind of fucked up. Can y'all follow me on TikTok? Because I feel like there are some of y'all that follow me here that don't follow me on TikTok. So can you do that for me? Also, thank you everybody for subscribing to my channel because I did finally break 127. I've been sitting at it for over a year now. Thank you. Yeah, y'all. And then I saw that I've been, those of y'all that watch me a lot and you get your year end up, your year end recap, and it shows you who you watch the most. And a lot of y'all, I'm in y'all's top 5. I love that. Thank you so much. I'm glad that y'all enjoy my content and y'all fuck with me heavy. But yeah, I finally made it to 128, girl, after all of this time. That's why I say they be fucking with me because it don't really be making sense. Like, I make content every day. Like, what's happening? Why are y'all got y'all foot on my neck like this? But I did hear about, certain people that do the reviews and do the shit on behind the scenes on YouTube that don't like certain people. Stuff be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Stuff be fucked up. But anyway, can y'all follow me on TikTok, please? I'd appreciate it. And, share my channel and stuff and do all the things. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. And I will see you guys tonight for the Ooh Ladies First panel. Okay? All right. It'll be on my channel. All right. Bye.